Welcome back to the Mouse Gun Guide. Today I want to show you a pistol from a category of guns. This is called a Velo Dog. This is a revolver. You can see it. This one has a folding trigger and it's called hammerless, designed because there's no external hammer. I suspect it's an internal hammer. Nevertheless, they're usually called hammerless. These were first invented, I guess you'd say, by a Mr. Galland in Liège, Belgium. And his son coined the term Velo Dog, or trademarked it, in 1904. He actually invented these in 1894. And the name comes from the word that's used for bicycles, and they were called velocipedes. And Wikipedia says a velocipede is a human-powered vehicle with wheels. So bicycles were becoming popular in Europe, and dogs ran pretty much loose in those days, and they liked to chase people on bicycles. So these were for people who rode bikes to defend themselves against dog attacks. When I was a kid, I remember getting bit by a dog as I was riding a bike. It was a terrifying experience for me, and I would have gladly used the pistol against a dog that was attacking. But these were really weak caliber. This is what they call, some collectors I guess call, a true Velo Dog. It's an obsolescent caliber. This is a 6mm, and you can barely see it right here, the 6mm. There's no name on this gun anywhere. When I bought it, it was advertised as being made in Belgium, which I believe that it was, but there's nothing on here to indicate where it was made. There are some proof marks right here that you can barely see, and I'm going to show you an enlarged version here on my laptop. I'll just get the gun out of the way here for a minute. This one, I've not been able to find any of these proof marks on the internet. So this one is the PV. It's talking about a smokeless powder, and it could be exclusive to Belgium. I can't make out what this is, but also other countries use that same designation. So I can't find anything definitive to say that it was made in Belgium, but I believe it probably was. So it has some interesting features, of course, the folding trigger, but not all Velo Dogs had the folding trigger. The early pistols that were called Velo Dogs were, some of them had exposed hammers, big spur hammers, and trigger guards. But I'm supposing that they were not as easy to get out of a pocket. If you were riding a bicycle and had to draw this quickly, there's nothing here that's going to catch on your clothing or anything to get stuck. So I'm going to whip this out and shoot it at a dog and just keep riding. It does have a safety here. It has a loading gate here. And these long cylinder, these cartridges, although they were long, they looked something like a 22 Magnum. They were weak. They were probably weaker than even a 22 short. And it's interesting the way it works here. You pull out this rod, and I thought, oh, that's going to release the cylinder. Nope. You swing sideways, and now you can punch out your empties. You open your loading gate, and you can push this rod in and punch out your empties. But it's a pretty slow process, so this isn't something that you're going to reload quickly. You got 6 shots with this gun. That should get you away from the dog that's attacking you. But if you do need to remove it, I saw some serrations or checkering on here. So this actually pulls out. If I can get it to come out, there we go. And then that releases the cylinder. So it does come out. I'm not going to pull it out right now. Okay, so that's how the gun works. Later guns, after the introduction of the 6.35mm, which is our 25 ACP, more guns were made in those calibers, and 22 short as well. But some collectors say they're not true Velo Dogs because they only consider these outmoded cartridges. There's a 5.75mm 8mm. There's just all kind of odd cartridges that you can't get today. But it's a very interesting firearm, very simple. These were inexpensive. You put the safety off so you can see how it actually works. And they were not expensive to make, and they probably were inexpensive to buy. Still see some case colors on here. And of course, made in Belgium. If it's truly made in Belgium, I've often said I've never seen a poorly made gun made in Belgium. But this is the Velo Dog. It's a category of guns like this, made for cyclists to ward off dogs. And hopefully I'll be able to show some more in the future. So thank you for watching the Velo Dog in 6mm.